So they all, let's see, where did this connect? So the original captain is like, yes, I found the heart. I buried it on scene. So the private investigator goes on scene, finds the box with something in it. And he's like, okay, let's get this tested. Let's see what is this? And they are like, that's not a heart. That's liver. That's definitely not a heart. So they go back to him and they're like, bro, this is a liver. And it was a fire. There's no way a heart survived that. Come on. Come on. Okay, what are we talking here? What's happening? And he goes, all right. I wanted the family off my back. So I started the rumors. So that would lead you to me, and you'd find the stupid box, and you'd believe the children were dead. Okay? And I just wanted the family to stop asking questions. And the family's like, what the hell? I'm even like, what the hell? What kind of captain does that? So, after that, unfortunately, things get real cold. They did end up putting up a billboard and offering $10,000. There came a call way down the road, where a lady was like, no, a guy just went on a date with me and he told me he is the child of these people. And so she was in Florida, and they end up driving all the way down to Florida, find out that unfortunately this lady, died. So, can't talk to her anymore. But the cops are like, but we know that guy. So let's go talk to him. And he's like, I don't know what's happening. Hey, lady. No, I'm not done. I'll be right back. So they're like, I don't know that guy. Oh, I know that guy. They go talk to him. He's like, I don't know what the hell she's talking about. I definitely never told her that. I'm sorry that you wasted your time. Cold, you know? And that's just kind of it. The family, the father ended up passing away, never knowing his kids. The mom never gave up, but she passed away pretty soon after. His siblings still have not given up on him. They're still like, nope, we know our siblings are out there somewhere. They did not die in that fire. And that's just kind of where it ends. Now, you did find out later that the dad did suspect. His biggest suspicion was that he did not want to be a part of the mafia. And I guess they came through town because this was an Italian town. And they were like, you don't want to join us? Well, we're going to go ahead and kill your family. So that's their suspicion that, the mafia came in, took their kids, and burnt their house down, and that maybe the kids were just too scared to come forward, and hopefully were adopted out to good families. I think that's what the billboard was taken down after their deaths, and you'll never know. I personally, I definitely don't think they died in the fire. I mean, the bones would have been there. 5 kids. Oh, I did forget this little tidbit of when the guy was the guy who said he did find bones, and it did plant some other guy's bones there along with the liver in a box. And the doctor was like, this guy's bones, this is the bones of like a 20-year-old, not a child. So definitely not. Anyways. So yeah, they just never found them. And I find it really sad, I guess. And I guess we just only hope that they were adopted out. Maybe that girl in New York really was his child. And, one day they will, I wasn't supposed to go in the store. That at least that means she had a good home, hopefully. It's a sadder thought to think that they were maybe sold into slavery and sex trafficking. But yeah, I don't think they died in the fire. I really don't think they died in the fire. There's just way too much weird stuff happening. And to have 2 people come to your house before the fact and tell you your house is going to burn down is oddball stuff for sure. So, that's that story. I was going to tell a story of school shooting. They're shooting from this direction. That's stinking fiends. Get off my back. was going to tell the story of Eastern State Penitentiary. So I ended up getting into the history of it. And Eastern State Penitentiary is located in Pennsylvania and is known as the first prison penitentiary. Of what we think of what prison is. And I did learn, fun fact. So when they created it, the Quakers were like, we're going to fund this shit. Because, they're super religious. And so before prisons, yes, each little town had like jail cells, and a little jail. But pretty much it was like, hey, you stole from Billy, so we just gonna hang you. There wasn't any place you went because you were in trouble. It was like, did you do the crime? Yes, but now you die. So let's finish this mission. Where is he? Oh, I don't have my headphones on. I can't hear them. Forgot those. Who are you?
The name's Hostetler, Don Hostetler. Can I help you with something?
I got a package here from your friends Jack and Diane.
Huh? Oh, right, yeah. I'll take that. You should go now, before you draw any attention.
Cool, thanks. Wasn't I supposed to find a missing guy? Did I find that guy for her? I don't remember finding him. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna fast travel back to Diane because I don't feel like walking again. So they called them in the documentaries I was watching, they called them liberals or just forward thinkers. We're like, hey man, killing is just kind of messed up. I mean, yeah, if you killed somebody, sure, but because he stole bread, that seems a bit crazy. So they were like, look, man, we can build these prisons, these places to put them where they can think about themselves and what they've done, and we can make them better, okay? And the Quakers took this and went, I like the no-kill thing, okay? But the whole, feed them and treat them right, no. I don't like that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to build this big-ass prison. And I'm going to make these people think of penance. That's where the word prison comes from, the word penance. And they created this prison to have very high ceilings. So when the prisoners came out, or when they looked out any little window they had, they would think of a church, like a cathedral, and they would think of Jesus. In these rooms, they were given very small rooms. So they had to be completely silent. So in other jails, silence was a thing because you were supposed to be reading your Bible and thinking about your deeds. But they were allowed to go out and work and eat and see each other, in the Quaker and Eastern State Pen, they were like, no, you don't need any of that. You're going to sit your ass in that room, in that tiny room. No windows, no nothing. Have food pushed through a hole to you. And you're going to read that fucking Bible. And if you have work to do, it's going to be done in that room. And that's it. That's all you get to see for however many years you're here, which is, as we know now, well, that's fucking torture. You can't put humans in a box and expect them to keep their sanity. That's not going to happen. They were also tortured there because the Quakers were like, hey, if you break the rules, if you make a sound, we can't just be like, no, don't do that. We have to fucking torture you, apparently. So they even had, what was it? So they had this one chair that they strapped them into so tight that they would actually cut off circulation and have to amputate because they'd cut off circulation. And then they also had this ball gag thing, and your arms were holding it. So as they got tired, it'd yank your jaw up. Killed a man with that. Killed a couple different people that way. And that's just, so the place was tortured. People going nuts. People being tortured. And then later, down the road, in the 70s or something. No, 70s is when it closed down, so maybe more closer to the 40s, 50 range. They were like, making them be by themselves kind of fucked up. Let's not do that anymore. Let's instead put like 100 people in one cell. I mean, and overcrowding became a thing. And that is a bit of an over-exaggeration, but it was like 3 to 4 dudes in a cell that was literally built for one person to lay in there and think about his shit. So it was a bit bad. So murder and shit became pretty fucking common. So they also had one of their more famous people to live there, Al Capone. He only stayed there a couple months, but it was said. So this was after the Valentine murders, which is another mystery we could probably talk about because they don't officially know who did it, but they're pretty sure it was fucking Al Capone and his guys. And while he did get a very nice large cell with like desk and he was living the life there, especially compared to everybody else, they did say you could hear him screaming at night for Jimmy to leave him alone, and Jimmy was one of the people murdered in the Valentine Day massacre. Let's turn in this mission. So,
I've been hearing a lot of good things about you. What's up?
So, tell me about this alliance with
Andrew
Caesar.
got back a little while before you did. He told me what happened. If that's how the Legion treats my people, I don't want any part of them.
Okay. And about this alliance?
Don't worry, Jack and I have talked it over. We'll talk up the idea of breaking the alliance.
Sweet. Okay. So we got one of them. I finished the Crimson Ring.
Great. Here's your payment.
Sweet. Have you started making meds yet?
Yeah, you made a pretty good argument. We'll keep it small for now, but if it turns a profit, we might expand.
What do you got for work?
Yeah, you did good finding him. Okay, if you want a little work, I think I can find you something.
What do you got?
You up for something challenging? I've got a ship of Jet and Psycho that needs to be delivered to Motor Runner at Vault 3.
Piece of cake.
Don't get cocky. The fiends are twitchy. Most of them won't bother a con, but the ones outside the vault, well, they're outside for a reason. Here's the package. Good luck. Your payment will be waiting when you get back.
Okay. See you later.
Bye.
Alright, now let's turn that in. Okay. So I was more looking for the ghost stories of Eastern State Penitentiary, because that's pretty much where like the torture and the history of it kind of go. It's just been a shitty place since it opened to when it closed in the 70s. There are a lot of great videos, especially even on YouTube, of people staying the night there, hearing whistling, seeing a shadow figure, hearing chat when they take in those ghost box things. Creepy. But I personally could not find any good, like, actual, this is the history of this ghost from the cell, except for one where a guy murdered another guy, and I guess that cell is apparently a hot spot. They said Capone's cell is also a hot spot, and the videos had them getting stuff, but I don't see why Capone would be there. He stayed there all of like 4 fucking months. He didn't die there. I think the whole place could just be haunted. I didn't like the whole Capone angle personally. It seemed kind of like, let's just put a name to this. Anyways, you can still visit Eastern State Penitentiary, and they even run a haunted house out of there. So that's fucking creepy. And apparently you should go, because the haunted house actually helps keep the prison open and, you know, alive and in its historical manner, which I am a big proponent of. Anything that keeps history going. So I'm going to call it a night with that mystery. Not of the Eastern State mystery. Hopefully, I saw that Virginia has an Eastern State hospital. I might look into that next and find another mystery for you guys. I don't know if we'll ever get to play Fallout 4 all the way, where you guys can actually see it. So I'll probably be back on New Vegas next week. It's super disappointing to me because the setting for Fallout 4 is so great. for telling creepy stories, but my computer hates me. So until I can figure that out, I guess we'll be in the Vegas wasteland, the Mojave, telling different mystery stories. Thank you for anyone that did stop by, and have a great night, guys. I will be back Thursday with 2 more stories, maybe more.